What's up, everyone? My name is Ryan Doherty, and this is my take on a video essay. So the reason why I chose this article was because I'm huge into video games, and I love the whole characters and how they advance throughout the years. And the title of my article was "I See Myself Through My Avatar: Evidence from East Asia, North America for a Cultured Effects on Virtual Representation and Preference." And as you can see, there's a huge graph that ranks the top 20 best-selling video games of 2014. And most of these games are called the Call of Duty is a first-person shooter, Madden NFL 15. All their players that they use, they really have to have the best quality because they want everyone to buy their games based on their quality. And Grand Theft Auto, it's a very real life like game. The NBA 2Ks, FIFA. As you can see, all these games are based off of how realistic each of the characters are, and that really influenced why I picked this article. So, how do you think the interview went?
We basically talk about like the what's the video's background and what stuff might influence us to buy the video games, and also we talk about uh, what's the most popular video games right now in the United States. Pretty much that's it.
And we really ran through the difference between the characters back here versus where he lives back in China, and that really influences why people buy the games. Kind of like if someone likes how the characters dressed, how they look, their appearance, and the way they act, that might influence why they buy the game. And a couple like the higher grossing games back where he lives are kind of like the first person shooters, third person shooters, kind of like the PUBG, and a game called Scrum, which I have not heard of, and I heard it's a very popular game, and basically kind of compares the ones back home for me. And there's a lot of first person shooters, a lot of third person games, and the characters that you use in that game really help out why they are the higher grossing games. A couple aspects of the article that me and Lee ran through were how the characters in different games can influence why some people will buy them. Like the older games that are coming out, the old NBA, NHL, and Madden games. As you can see, that their players that they were using are not as lifelike. They're more like a cartoonish kind of players. But as we get into the 2016 to 2017 and the present time, 2018, you can gradually see the players get more and more realistic due to the advanced features as they actually scan their face and it'd be real life what they actually look like, and that thing is a pretty cool feature. And also we ran through how back where he lives in China, the games that they play over there are usually anime, cartoon, or not realistic. But Lee plays more of a like war games, like the first person shooters, third person, like the Grand Theft Auto, and a new game I heard of called Scrim. I've not never heard of that game before, but it was great to hear about it. And he just talks about how the games where he lives are more realistic because of the war, and he just likes how you can actually see like real things, and it makes it more lifelike and makes it like more fun to play. And I found that pretty interesting. And he really he really enjoyed doing this interview with me, and I'm more grateful that he had to took the time out of his day to do the interview with me too. And I did not really actually found out a lot about new things about him, about the games that he plays, and how they differentiate and how they don't differentiate. We have basically the same taste in games, but that was really not that much of a surprise to me. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it.